employees of the district. 3, a student of the district. 4, a representative of a firm that's eligible to do business with the district other than public participants shall be permitted upon invitation of the board. 5, other participant. Public participants shall be permitted upon the invitation of the board. Any person or groups of persons wishing to have an item placed on the board's agenda must make their request in writing at least 72 hours prior to the regularly scheduled board meeting. Such request shall identify the subject matter as well as the spokespersons. Requests must be filed with or received by the office of the superintendent within the time limits prescribed. Presentation information must be provided via hard copy, PDF file, or fax 72 hours in advance of the board meeting. Burden of proof is on the sender. All advertised regular and special meetings of the board will be open for public comment for a 30-minute period beginning at the beginning of each meeting. Public participation and comment shall be in accordance with the following rules. Comments shall be limited to matters of concern, official action, or deliberation which are or may be before the board. The board need not entertain comments on matters that are not and will not come before the board for official action. Comments are limited to items that are on the agenda for the meeting of the board. The board agenda will be available for public review at the superintendent's office at least 6 days prior to any regular scheduled meeting. I'm going to read 2 and 3 because I want to get to 4. 2, all persons who desire to address the board are requested to identify themselves by name, address, organization, if any, and the topic they wish to address. Participants must be recognized by the presiding officer and must preface their comments by an announcement of their name or group affiliation, if any. A participant will be allowed 5 minutes for his or her public comment. An extension may be granted by the superintendent in scheduling the agenda or by the board president or presiding officer at the time of the board meeting, if in their sole discretion additional time is warranted. 5, public participants may express their concerns over school operations and programs, but may not address complaints about school personnel or other persons. Persons who have complaints concerning particular individual or employees of the district are advised that these are not procedured. Let me go back on that. Persons who have complaints concerning particular individual employees of the district are advised that there are other procedures available to make such complaints known. They should contact the office of the superintendent for information. 6, no participant may speak more than once on the same topic unless all others who wish to speak on the topic have been heard and there is time still available within the 30-minute comment period. All statements shall be directed to the president or presiding officer of the board. No participants may address or question individual board members or district employees. We have 30 minutes of public comment. You will be granted your 5 minutes to speak. You're a resident. Before we give you your 5 minutes, we're going to have anybody have any questions on any items on the agenda.
Good evening.
Enter and sign in, please.
Sign in has already been done. Patrick Bishop from Stewartstown. Good evening. I'm very sensitive to your time restraints. I'm trying to be very, very brief. What I'd like to do is, I have 2 or 3 questions here I'd like to just read off to you. If you turn to my seat, you can respond to them how and if you would choose to do so. On page 10 of your agenda, items 6, 8, and 14 reference the abbreviation MIG. Would you kindly clarify what the meaning is there, MIG?
It's an abbreviation for MIG. It's our student information system. Our student gathers all of our student directory.
But I'm not quite sure that you responded to my question. Are they allowing us, as per 903C, as I followed through, with everything needed to be done for 903C, to present this?
As per 903C, you will be given your 5 minutes to present to the board.
So you will not allow it
As
in the
per,
agenda.
as per 903C, we have allowed you 5 minutes for your presentation. As per 903. You have 5 minutes, you are on the agenda to speak.
Okay, then another question. Paula said if I had submitted the PDF 72 hours, that the board could then decide if they put me on public comment, if they would extend my time to do the presentation, that the board could vote on that.
I will take a vote of the board to see if they will extend you past the 5 minutes for your PDF presentation if I get a motion from the board.
I'll make a motion that we do not extend anybody's time past 5 minutes. We're already,
On any subject, Lisa?
on any subject.
Second that.
Okay, unless do we have any discussion on that? Hang on. Okay, unless I hear any negative votes, your vote will be in the affirmative that we do not extend anybody past 5 minutes. Okay.
So that means no presentation.
No, you will be allowed your presentation. You
5
will be
minutes.
allowed your 5 minutes. That's
Okay.
correct. That was the vote to see if we were going to extend you to speak past 5 minutes.
So you won't extend it to speak past.
The board just voted that. That's what the
Okay.
board made a motion
All right.
to do. It was
Okay.
seconded and it was voted.
And I'll address your concerns with respect to your concerns about a conflict of interest. That I'm not going to make a public statement about my legal opinion on that.
Right.
However, in executive session, as I would with any other board, I refer them to their policy. And Mr. Marston, as presiding officer, made his decision based on the policy. So that was my reference.
Okay,
I
that's
appreciate
fine.
you referring to it, and that's why we're here. We're here to follow the policy.
Okay, great.
Okay, I will make this comment. If we do go to the 30 minutes, we do have a transportation committee meeting Tuesday, the 21st, at 6:30 p.m. And everybody is more than welcome to come to that transportation committee meeting and speak about whatever you like. Most of our work gets done in the committee meetings, not at the board meetings. The board holds the committee meetings to discuss what comes before us today. So the committee meeting, as we've stated for the last year and a half since I've been here, Finance Committee, everybody shows up at the end when it's time to vote on the budget. We've already discussed most of that stuff. All of the action, or most of the action, takes place in the committee meetings. Then it's brought to the board. So you guys are more than welcome to come to that committee meeting that's going to be on Tuesday, the 21st at 6:30 p.m. right here, and we'll go in depth with discussions there. But you are allowed your 5 minutes to speak your presentation based upon what we have here.
Okay, does that start now?
Well, I just, because I want to make sure we get everybody on we started at 8:30. I just want to make sure everybody gets to speak on the agenda-related items, then we'll throw it out to you, and then I'm sure we're going to have plenty of comment on what you're going to say to finish the 30 minutes. But I don't want to spend the whole 30 minutes on just the one issue.
Just let me know what's next.
1 second, I'll
Sign.
still sign in.
I
Need
am
to sign
signed.
it.
Please sign it.
May I refer my sign to listen to